DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Y'all know me. Now, a lot of y'all know that I've spoken on, I've been talking about the strength training program that's coming this summer. It's finally here. I got the author of that program sitting here to my left. Now, those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know who this individual is. She's been training me for what, almost 3 years now that we met. She is a professional performance coach. She's a professional, a bunch of other stuff too. I'm gonna let her introduce herself so she can speak for herself. This is my trainer. Her name is Maria Scally. And what we're gonna do for this strength program is, I know a lot of y'all have a lot of questions. What we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna be y'all, since y'all ain't here. I'm gonna ask all the questions that I know y'all would ask, because I've been listening to these comments, these emails, these Facebook messages, these tweets for the last 6 years, so I got a pretty good idea of the kind of questions I would get when I put out a program like this. So I took all the questions that I think y'all would ask, and I'm gonna ask her right now in front of y'all so she can answer them, because she's the one to put this program together. And like I said, she's a professional at this, the way I'm a professional at basketball, and y'all professionals at asking questions. So, question number one. First of all, who are you, what's your name, where are you from, and what is your profession?
Well, like you said, my name is Maria Scally. I am originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I went to Penn State University for kinesiology, and I have my master's degree in performance enhancement and injury prevention. I also have my CSCS, which is a Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, as well as my PES, which is Performance Enhancement Specialist. So with that, I have been working with athletes, training multiple different sports, many different levels, from high school to college to professional, semi-pro as well. And I've developed many different programs for people, in season, off season. I also do Pilates, certified with different organizations. I also teach yoga and incorporate that into my programs. So regardless of what program or what athlete, I think having a well-rounded program is the best way to go. So over the years, that's what I've developed my skills into making the athlete or the individual the best that they can be. So right now I live in Miami. I train this one and try to get him to be better than he already is. And yeah, I teach a lot of classes, a lot of different things that I do here, and that's about it.
All right. Now this program, for y'all to know, for me to say, this is going to be called the Position of Power Strength Training Program. It's a 10-week strength training program written by Maria here. And I'm getting to the next question. We're going to waste too much time. Maria, what level of player is this program for? What level of player do I need to be for this program to apply to me, for me to be able to use it?
I wrote this program based on every single level. It doesn't matter if you're beginner, intermediate, advanced, male, female. It really just is an overall strength program that's going to take you in a progression from the first week to the 10th week.
Next question. What if I have never lifted weights in my life? Can I use this program?
You're in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It really, again, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced. I want you to really focus on your performance with your form. Form is so important, and if you don't have a base level of your form, then you're going to have a hard way of progressing. So really take each exercise and try to perfect your form. It doesn't matter if you have weight, it doesn't matter if you add it, because you can really use your own body weight to get the best workout. I mean, think of, you're carrying your body around all day long. It's heavy. So when you start doing some body weight exercises, you'll know what I mean.
Now, what if I'm very experienced? What if a player is watching this and they are on my level physically, or they think they are? They're close to my level physically. Can this program help them? Is this useful for them?
You're also in trouble. So, just kidding. No, I'd like to see you really complete it, and complete it the way that I wrote it, because if you are at a very advanced level, it will be very challenging. And you can add weight, you can add extra weight, because obviously adding more external weight is going to increase the intensity. So beginner levels, don't use as much weight. If you want it harder, it's not easy, or it's not hard enough for you, then increase your weight, increase the speed, maybe increase the tempo. There's a lot of things that you can do to change up the routine, but how it's written, you can really just maximize your own fitness level.
Now, next question is, what if I've never done any type of strength training before? I've never worked with any type of programs. I've never worked with a trainer in my life. How will I know what my current level of fitness is? Is there some type of form or any questions you ask or anything that I would know that I can know where I am?
Absolutely. I made that very convenient for you. There is a fitness profile questionnaire that you can download, and it's pretty much, you just go through it and answer the questions, be honest, so that you can really know where you are and where you start, and then you have a start point and an end point to see if you're maximizing your own goals and you're meeting them.
Now, this next question, I'm going to assume for y'all that everybody here is at least 13 years old, because you got to be 13 to be using YouTube at all. I know some of y'all ain't 13, but anyway. How old do I need to be to use this program? If I'm 13 or 14 years old, can I use this? Yes or no? Why or why not?
If you are 13, of course, I think you should be engaging in a strength training program. However, you really need to focus on the form. If your form is not there, then your biomechanics from that level on are going to be all messed up. So really focus on body weight exercises, getting the form completely perfect. You don't want to mess up your posture, your muscles. You want to develop them so that you're getting strong and growing at the same time. And when you are 15, 16, you're a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit taller. You're trying to develop into your body a little bit more. So you want to perfect that form so that when you do grow, you have that base level, and then you can start adding external weight to increase that strength even more.
Along that same topic, we're talking about the young players, the teenagers coming in here. Mm-hmm. Being a young player, 13, 14, 15 years old, this is a common question I know a lot of you want to ask when it comes to strength training. Will doing a strength training program stunt my growth? Yes or no, why or why not? Can you please explain that? Because a lot of young people come asking me, and I know y'all talk amongst yourselves outside of me about does it stunt my growth, and I think a lot of people are misinformed. I think even I'm misinformed because I don't even know. I don't know the scientific answer. I tell y'all something, but I don't know the scientific answer. I think you know better than me, so please.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of research that's been done on this, and there's many things that you could read out there and find out, different answers to this question. But if you don't go overboard and add so much weight that you're struggling and you're really loading your muscles down, you're impacting so much, then I could see maybe something might not be the best for your body. But if you're developing your strength from that base level, working with your own body weight, perfecting your form, then I think you're safe. You're very safe. I mean, you're an athlete. You start running, you start jumping at maybe 4, 3, 5 years old. So you want to progress your body in the right way. So use your body weight, get your form correct, progress from there, and I don't think you're going to stunt your growth as long as you're doing it in a progressional type way.
I hear, Maria, you talking a lot about form.
Yes.
In this program, and this being strength training, and we're talking to a lot of people here that don't have any experience in strength training like you and I do. Mm-hmm. What if someone doesn't know anything about strength training? Will this program show me how to do the exercise?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course you'll know how to do each exercise. I listed every single exercise that will be used inside the program, so you can learn how to use it by following this little watch link, and it'll take you to a little demo to explain the exercise, to show you the correct way of doing it, and then you can just start from there. Start practicing just that move rather than just jumping into the program. So get to know the moves that you're using and that are going to be used inside the program just by watching the link, and then you'll be able to go into the program and work with it.
All right, now this question is coming from those of you who already have done the Ultimate Athlete or in the process of doing it. Now, the Ultimate Athlete is a 15-week program, for those who don't know, also written by Maria, which covers speed, quickness, agility, endurance, stamina, strength, and flexibility. All in one program. It's a 15-week program for in-season and off-season. Now, this question to you, Maria, is for anybody that's done that program that I just described. Is this program here the same? Is it different? And if it's different, how is it different?
This program is definitely different from the Ultimate Athlete. Even though the Ultimate Athlete has a strength component in it, this program is solely for building and developing strength. So it has a 10-week progressional workout regimen that takes you in the off season to develop your strength level. You can definitely also use the Ultimate Athlete to incorporate it into it. It doesn't, it's a totally different program. This one really focuses just on strength, whereas the other one, it has, the speed, agility, a little bit of strength. So you're working on like stamina, endurance, stuff that you also need, and you can incorporate that with this program on the days that you're not doing the strength. Or if you do 2-a-days, you can do a little part of that in the morning and then focus on the strength in the evening. And I also say that this is something that if you know what your goal is, if your goal is to get stronger, then you need to focus mostly on strength. If your goal is to get faster, then you need to focus maybe a little bit more on the strength with the speed and agility. And if you just need a little bit of everything, focus on cycling it so that you get the well-rounded program that you need to meet your goals.
So going hand in hand with the last question, Maria, is this program for someone to work with off season, or can they also use it in season, and how? Is there any difference between the two?
It's written as an off-season strength training program. So I would recommend using it in the off-season when you're not busy with games. It's to prepare you to be strong for the season, or whatever your goal or event is. And you can definitely use it later on, but it just depends what is your goal and what are you trying to build. Are you trying to get your strength up for the upcoming season? Because if that's what it is, then you need to use it in the off-season.
Now, how long will it take for me to see or feel results if I'm doing this program?
That is going to range differently for each and every one of you, because you're all at different levels. You have different strengths, different weaknesses, different things that you have to, put in your goals and try to reach, right? So it's going to depend on where your fitness level is and how committed you are. Because if you're very inconsistent, you might not see the results as quickly as you would if you were committed to it. So you got to stay committed. You got to keep your goals going strong, and I would say, by maybe the 3rd week, 4th week, you'll start to see. I mean, after the 2nd week, you're gonna feel amazing. But after 3 weeks, you'll probably start to see your strength gains, as in lifting your own body weight, being able to be stronger, more sturdy, solid on your feet. You'll be able to see, I would say, in 3 weeks.
There you have it. Next question. Now, once I do this program, you said it's 10 weeks. So once I go through the 10 weeks of the program, will I ever be able to do that 10 weeks again? Is it built to actually focus on my changes? Like, say I go through the first 10 weeks and I do whatever the program says. Is it designed in a way that I could do that 10 weeks again and it would be different, or is it going to be exactly the same?
You can do the workout again. I mean, definitely you can start again, but what I would do is maybe change the order of the exercises, because it's going to be the same program, but you can change the reps, you can change the speed or tempo of the way you do the circuits. You can change up, like maybe instead of doing 1 through 4, the first exercises, take maybe the top two exercises and take 1 from the 2 bottom exercises, and use the same routine but in a different order. That'll change up the muscles and confuse them as well.
I know a lot of people would ask this: what if I don't have access to a gym or a weight room or any of the equipment mentioned in the program? What do I do?
Okay, this is where I love, because I like being creative, and I don't think that you need the best overall, best gym that there is. You just need to know what to do in any space that you have. So a lot of the exercises, you could go outside in a park. That's free. You can go outside. You can use maybe something that you have at home, such as a chair. You can use just things that mimic what is being showed in the videos or explained in the definitions. If you don't have an exercise ball, you know, you can use, if you have a hardwood floor or some type of floor that is, it's like tile floor, you can use a towel. You can use the towel exactly the same way as a ball, and everybody has a towel, I'm sure. You can even use your t-shirt if you need to, as long as it's not sweaty, it won't stick on the floor. Bands are great. They're great resistance. They're really inexpensive. You know, they're maybe like $6. You can get them at Sports Authority or any type of fitness type store. I think those are a great go-to piece of exercise. If you don't have one, I'm not saying go buy one, but if you have one, I would suggest it's a great piece of equipment that doesn't take up room. You don't need a gym for it, and you can mimic a lot of exercises that are at a gym by using a band.
Cool. All right, so that answers the question. If you don't have all the equipment, you can still do the program, and what your alternatives will be. We're going to get to that in a minute. One more question, or two more questions. This question is, will this program show me how to gain weight? Because I know a lot of teenage players, I know when I was young, a lot of you people's ages, I wanted to gain weight, I wanted to get stronger and get some more bulk, more muscle, so I'll stop getting pushed around on the court. Yeah. Is there anything in this program that covers gaining weight or how to gain weight?
I did address that, how to gain weight. You really just got to eat, and you are going through, if you're a young player, you're going through a developmental state where, you know, you're developing, you're getting stronger, you're going to get there. You have to eat. Your metabolism might be high, and the more that you work out, the more you train, the more you develop your strength, you have to replenish. So I gave some samples of things to eat, things to stay away from, and some sample daily diet that you could follow as well.
Okay.
Just eat. You gotta eat. It'll make you stronger. And eat good stuff, not bad stuff. Just a note to you guys, as I developed the program, it is tough. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not joking around. It is tough, but it's not something that you can't do. So if you are struggling and you are a beginner level, just back it off a little bit. You don't have to do every single exercise. You don't have to do every single rep. If you are struggling, don't sacrifice the form to get that, you know, rep range. It does not matter. And if you are into the workout and you're like ready to die and it's only like 2 sets and you need to complete 3 sets as it says in there, only do 2 sets. Do what your body can do, because you're all different, and that's how you're going to develop your strength. It's not about pushing yourself to you're killing yourself or dying. You want to make sure that you're pushing yourself to your limits, not your friends, not this guy's. You want to make sure that you are working on you so that you become stronger each and every time, and that's what will make you get the rep range, get the sets, develop the muscle mass, and get stronger so that you're better on the court. So work beginner to advanced within your own self.
Don't try to reach my level, you might kill yourself.
Sure.
And I ain't trying to pay for your funeral, so please don't let that happen. All right, now the last question. Now, once I get the program, right?
Yes.
And I say I'm one of these people that gets the program. And let's say I have specific questions. Let's say something that wasn't covered so far in this video, something that I want to ask you specifically about the workouts. Maybe there's a certain piece of equipment that I don't have, and I want to know what I can substitute for it, and I got my particular circumstance, and I got to tell you what it is so you can understand it.
Yes.
Is there any way or any person I can get in touch with that can answer these questions specifically for my situation? And if so, who and how?
Of course, you can definitely reach out to me. Feel free to email me anytime. I will be glad to answer any of your questions. I wrote the program with my heart to make you guys stronger, better athletes, and I would love to help. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email is Maria, M-A-R-I-A, @groovysweat.com. That's GROOVYSWEAT.com, and it's also in the manual. So let me know how you're doing, and I hope you guys really enjoy this program.
And just to let Maria know, they will email you. I know the emails is coming, so the email, I'm going to put it up here in the video somewhere. Y'all going to see it on the screen. It's going to be down here in the video info. When you get the program, the email address, Maria's email address is in there. She's offering herself to be contacted, so you go ahead and contact her. Don't ask no stupid questions, or she ain't gonna write you back.
Sure.
So that's that. That's all the questions that I got for this program. Once again, this program is called the Position of Power. This is a 10-week strength training program written by my performance coach. Y'all seen me perform, so there ain't no question about the credibility of this program. Ain't no question about the credibility of me. Ain't no question of the credibility of Maria right here. That's that. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Live this summer, die this summer. I know y'all been waiting to hear me say that. And Maria got one more thing to say to y'all.
You better work on your fucking game.
That's it. That's it. You watch me work on my game, now it's time to work on yours. The Hoop Handbook is a series of workout programs straight from my own personal experience working out and training on every aspect of basketball. Ball handling, shooting, scoring moves, scoring over bigger defenders, the crossover, post moves, your weak hand, off the court training, dunking, vertical, all of it's covered. All you got to do is follow the program step by step. The Hoop Handbook. And as he comes back to your right, you just reach the ball right over his head and finish the shot.